Just pretend that I went out for smokes. I guess that's what I want to talk about in this episode, sort of like your experience, going to school. Because I did, school can be a drag, but I think looking back on it,
I loved it.
You loved it?
I loved school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was bad at math and science, and I was very good at English and history.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just chill the fuck out.
Yeah. Biology was a tough subject for me. I don't know why I had a tough time.
I forget which one is that even.
It's like first you study like
he failed
atoms.
the part about if you pull out, you don't get a woman pregnant.
I really don't know the difference between biology and chemistry. Biology is like human, or no? Is that just human biology?
I failed the part about what genitals make what person, and he just put a stamp that said liberal on my final exam.
You were
so biology
yes.
is about living organisms. Chemistry is about like
how to make mustard
chemistry,
gas.
How to cook blue
how to kill
meth.
people, right?
How to cook blue meth to shut your bitch wife up.
Really stick it to her.
Avoid your brother-in-law who works for the DEA. That's what chemistry is. But yeah, I was gonna say. But biology was tough because it was like first you study like atoms, and then you study like biochemistry. Then you study cells, and every time I would be like, oh, well, this will make sense to me.
It was a lot of math equations too, right?
I don't remember that, but I remember and then it was cells, and then it was like organisms, like bacteria and shit like that.
I hated that shit. I hated looking into the microscopes, and you look at the thing and you go, buddy.
What am I?
I respect that it's there,
yeah.
like way more than.
But as the year progressed, everything got like more and more familiar to the point where like then we studied like fish and then reptiles and then birds and then mammal. But at the end of the year, we got to mammals, and I was like, okay, mammals.
Then we got to Italians. Then we got to mammals.
Yeah, we would
Magnum, then Italians, then regular humans.
Yeah, we took a bus trip to Bensonhurst, and we just got to observe everybody behind their fucking caged porches, and they were like, "Don't get too close, kids." Sometimes they just snap for no reason.
Yeah, we went up to the Bronx Zoo, and they have an exhibit with like 7 guineas in a fucking enclosure.
Oh, you talking to me? Hey, it's mozzarella, not mozzarella, okay? just saying stuff like loud. Yeah, so by the time we got to Italians, I was like, oh, I will understand this. No, and then we got to mammals, and I was like, okay, mammals I'll understand, and I got a D in biology. But the teacher was kind of a dick, and he's dead now.
Yeah,
so.
Science teachers, in my experience, were kind of a little disconnected from like being sociable, like they weren't fun. I see videos online of like fun science teacher does fun science things.
Yeah.
Mine were always like weird, strange, and we were able to take advantage of them.
Oh yeah.
Like most of the bad things that happened, like I remember a kid lit a paper airplane on fire and threw it. That was in science class. I remember a kid walking into science class and ripping the front drawer out of the teacher's desk and putting it in the bathroom down the hall. That was science class. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
My one science teacher was Jewish. He had a yarmulke. Some kid ran into the class and said, "No hats in school," and knocked it off his head. That was like a big controversy.
That was probably a big controversy. Yeah.
Big controversy.
It was my high school biology.
that kid got sued.
Yeah, that kid got sued.
that kid got taken to court, and they just took him for all he was fucking worth. They took his dad's house. Good for them.
My high school biology teacher got moved to our school because he married one of his students from another school. Like, I guess she graduated high school and then they got married, but that was weird. But the punishment was, we're moving you to another school. And he would just like flirt with high school girls. And it's like, I guess that happens, well, for a variety of reasons. But from what I've read, like high school or, teachers, they really need math and science teachers because people who know those subjects can just make more money anywhere else.
Sure.
And then it's like, English and history. Well, there's usually enough. But
what do you do with a math degree, though?
I don't know. You
work for NASA?
Yeah, you come up with a formula that convinces old people to buy Bitcoin and then transfers it to an orgy in the Bahamas where the ugliest people have sex. Just fucking... just on top of a bed of your money. Just all of your
You have
all
to-
of your 401k. They fuck on top of it, and then they come on the ugliest woman you've ever seen in your life.
You have to zoom with the nastiest bitch on the planet. You know she's just getting dick down.
Just think
Oh,
about the money.
man.
I'm making six figures.
Oh God, I'm so glad I'm not a teacher anymore. I did see a TikTok where some teacher was like, I work at Costco now. I love my job. I'm leaving work. I feel great. I feel supported by my team. Management always has my back, and I don't have to deal with parent emails or anything like that. It's kind of a bummer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had a teacher. I don't even know if I could say his name, but he got caught for digitally penetrating a girl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what they said in the newspapers.
That's he
But
did it with his phone?
at another school. Yeah. He stuck an iPhone up her pussy.
He did deep fake nudes of her.
But I remember when he taught us, because that was at another school after I had graduated. But when he taught us, he came in after a major shooting. You'll find out in a second. And he goes, okay, first person to like get some answer right, like on like some musical thing. He goes, gets a free ride to Virginia Tech. And some girl went, that is not funny. And he's like, oh, really? You know, like music teachers are such bitches.
Yeah. It's funny that when two teachers are fucking, the entire school knows about
they
it.
know
Like all
it.
the kids. Yeah. Because there was the music teacher in middle school, the music teacher and the shop teacher, Mrs. Manning and Mr. Bozart. They would like always like
He
they were
carved
always.
violins for her and shit.
I guess they were just always together. Like they ate lunch together. They'd walk around the hallway together. One time there was an announcement. It was like choir practice will be canceled today. And I walked by the choir room, and Mr. Bozart was just in the fucking choir room. He's just in the choir room, like chilling, like like sitting at the thing talking to Mrs. Manning. And they were like, yeah, clearly having an affair. And then I went back to the school, and they were like, and please welcome our choir teacher, Mrs. Bozart. So they got married.
Oh, that's
But
lovely.
it's like it's so funny. Like if I was having an affair, like 700 middle schoolers would not know about it.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember I had a teacher who thought my oldest sister was hot, and like,
Oh yeah.
'cause I
Well,
was-
everybody. A lot of people think you're.
whatever, man. And I remember,
a lot of truckers are like, this'll do.
dude, I
And they
remember,
see your older sister.
I remember him wrestling my phone out of my hand. A teacher wrestling my sister's 10 years older than me, and wrestling the phone out of my hand and being like, "I want to call your sister," and he called my house number
Why?
on my cell. And
In
he's
high
like,
school?
Yeah, my mom picked up and he's like, "Hello, is Kristen there?" And I was like, "Give me my phone." It's not her name, you know. And I was like, "Give me my fucking phone back." And he was like laughing. He thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, "Geez, Louise,
Yeah. Did your sister?
what kind of reputation?" No, there's another. Oh man. Okay, so there was this one. I'm not gonna say who. I'm from a very small town.
Yeah.
But okay, like a principal or vice principal or something. Eventually, he like married to another teacher, but she went to that high school, and they were saying that she gangbanged the baseball team, and there was a videotape, right?
Yeah.
Which sounds like a made up thing that kids say.
Yeah.
Your
But
sister?
when the principal would walk by, everyone would go, "We gotta find that tape." We gotta find that tape, because you know, in Road Trip, like the whole thing is like,
Yeah.
"We gotta find that tape." So we gotta find that tape. Kids are fucking awful, you know.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
never be a teacher. They just expose all of
No,
your
they
flaws.
would just really-
You
yeah.
got like autistic math teachers, and we're all just like ruining them,
Yeah.
just brutalizing
Yeah.
them. You
Yeah.
talk about kids getting bullied.
And then
talk
subs
about
got it
teachers
really
getting
bad.
bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, subs got it the worst. Then they
Yeah.
asked for it, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't have to.
They
come
just they
back.
just want to make their $60 a day.
Yeah, subs are absolute freaks, man.
They're freaks, yeah.
I think subs are more addicted to like their wives making them male subs at least, like their wives making them tuna fish sandwiches in the morning to go to work. I think they like having
yeah.
a child's lunch. That's what a substitute teacher likes. Is hanging out with kids.
Sitting in the
And
lunchroom
then
with the
having a
kids, being like,
toasted
"Hey, do you
tuna
guys?
sub."
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
mind if I sit here? Actually, oh, you guys talking about Pokemon?